Step 1 is take your given and put it over 1. The question is how many grams, so we want to find grams, are in 3.40 times 10 to the 24 molecules of diphosphorus pentoxide. All of this is our given. So we'll take our given, 3.40 times 10 to the 24. We're going to abbreviate molecules as MOLEC. You don't want to abbreviate it too short because then it'll be confused with mole. And then this is of diphosphorus, which is P2 pentoxide O5. P2O5. And then we'll put it over 1. Remember, the 1 is just a placeholder. Step number 2 says times, draw a line. Times, draw a line. Step 3, bring down the unit. Don't reuse numbers. So we do not want to bring down the number. We just want to bring down molecule P2O5. And we'll use the abbreviation. Now, step 4, if you brought down, and we brought down molecules, so that's going to be letter B. If you brought down atoms, molecules, or formula units, then you're going to put 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd on the bottom and put 1 mole on top. And it's 1 mole of P2O5. Now, notice that molecules cancel with one another. Step 5, if the desired unit is on top, you're done. If it's not, we're going to repeat steps 2 through 5. We want to end up on grams, but at the moment we're at moles. So we're going to have to repeat steps 2 through 5 one more time. So now, times, draw a line, times, draw a line. And then step 3, bring down the unit. Don't bring down the number, so it's going to be mole P2O5. And then step 4, if you brought down moles, which is letter D, if you brought down moles, then you're going to put 1 mole for the bottom. And on top, we can put anything that we want. So because we want to end up with grams, we're going to put grams and we're going to go get them from the periodic table. So grams P2O5. And now let's go add them up on the periodic table. So P2O5 means I want phosphorus times 2. Phosphorus is 30.974 times 2 plus O times 5 plus oxygen is 15.999 times 5 equals 141.943 grams per mole of P2O5. So use the mass we added up on the periodic table to put here 141.943, and now moles have canceled. We're left with grams, and then step 5 says if the desired unit is on top, you're done. We want grams. We have grams here, so we can now calculate our final answer. We're going to type in our first number. Remember, you want to multiply by the top, divide by the bottom, multiply by the top, divide by the bottom. So I highly recommend parentheses, 3.40 times 10 to the 24. And then we could do times 1, but we don't need to. Divided by, put this in parentheses, 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. And then here we do need to do times 141.943. And then divided by 1, which we don't actually have to type into the calculator. And that gives us, we need 3 significant figures because that's what our given value has. And so this would be rounded to be 802 grams of diphosphorus pentoxide as our final answer. So to use our Desmos.com/scientific calculator, we're going to first type in, open parenthesis, 3.40 times 10 raised to the 24, tab over to close the parenthesis. Then we're going to hit divided by, open parenthesis, 6.02 times 10 raised to the 23rd, tab over to close that parenthesis, and then tab over to multiply times 141.943, and then that gives us our final answer of 802 grams of diphosphorus pentoxide.